Well, Joe, your depleted boys did good.
That is it. This is for those players. This isn't me, staff. This is those. Although I've had a horrific week, I've got to say. So, in regards of trying to prep the game and bodies, listen, we had 6 training on Tuesday. We had 9 training on Thursday. I've been on the phone, all that stuff behind the scenes, which is my job. I actually enjoy it. I win a weird sort of perverse way that I've had players that I've almost got deals done, not got them done, then we've managed to get a fantastic player, as you've seen today, over the line, just to help the group. So it wasn't ideal prep. We've tried to do something, and as you can see, in our shape first half, I've got to say they transferred that from the training ground onto the pitch really, really well in that shape of a 4-4-2. We've not really played that system since I've been here. We joke about it when I first came in. But if you get it to effect and you've got the players that suit the system, then it works. So I have to say credit to those boys. You know, they've gone out there and they're out on their feet in the end because there's a lot of work in it. And they've had to listen to a lot of detail Saturday morning in the pre-match when we come and turned up. And I couldn't be proud. There's a lot of young boys out there, a lot of young boys that have learned from this experience while they're with us as well. It's not just today. Look at the experience they're having to go through, and they'll be better for it. And some really good performances.
It's against a decent side as well in Eastbourne. He scored in every away league game since January 2020, and they did eventually add one. But until their goal, really, I think Ryan Clark didn't have too much to do.
A very good side. I was chatting to Danny before. They're, I think, second top goal scorers in the league. So no mean feat that. Disappointed with the goal as usual. But I have to say that even though we come under some pressure second half, I can't remember Ryan doing too much in regards of having to make a crucial save. There were some hairy, scary moments when the ball's running through and he's coming out. He's claiming his balls as usual on crosses. We looked really dangerous on our set pieces today. I thought we could have scored a couple and been unlucky, a few bobbling around. Ben Seymour's had a wonderful chance but done brilliant to get in there first half. Cody Cook, right at the death, can get our third one and calm everyone down. But in all, that's like I say, the week I've had and the week the boys have had in regards to preparation, that's a fantastic performance, honestly. You can't underestimate that at all. And what we've got to do is try and back it up if we got some bodies tomorrow, because Ball's groins are coming off after 20 minutes. I make a substitution. Tom Smith starts limping. I'm telling Will Fuller to get ready, and he looks like a nervous rabbit. His eyes suddenly light up and think, bloody hell, is he actually going to put me on? So, yeah, it sounds a bit like Sunday League, but it is what it is. When you've got 6 or 7 players out, and we went through it before the game, crucial, lads. To lose Eddie Jones last week after the game, Dave Sees Burgess. Like we say, we've got Omar Holness, Jack Batten. These are key players that played over Christmas for us in those wonderful performances. So, yeah, I can't speak highly enough of them. I'm not over-egging it at all. That's a really big win for us, because you don't want to lose 3 on the bounce as well, because mentally that affects you. But they've come back with a real strong performance there, the lads. Credit to them tonight.
You sort of usually want to ease in these lone players, maybe play them an hour or so because they haven't played too much football. Yeah, Ben Seymour had to do the 90 minutes. He got off to a brilliant start as well. He got an assist.
He's a great player, honestly. He does something that we haven't really got. Fletcher isn't that type of striker. I quite enjoy Fletcher playing on the right there, actually, because he's very strong on his left foot. We'll come to him in a minute on his goals, because he deserves that the season he's had. But Ben Seymour, I mean, the throw in, Ball is taking a quick throw in, he's gone down the side and he's done it all first half. Real threat out there. He's a clever, intelligent player, and I wish he'd got his goal, but I said to him there, don't get het up about goals. He's had a huge impact. I couldn't play that way. If I couldn't get Ben over the line at 5 o'clock last night, I couldn't have played that system. It's as simple as that. And we wouldn't have probably been as effective in the game. And we'd have had no one on the bench. So, in all, he's come in. He's had pre-match early with the boys. He does know a few of the extra boys. Obviously, I've had conversations with him yesterday, spoke through what I'm expecting of him, and he's the one who's turned up again and put in a wonderful performance. So credit to him. That's quite a nice little partnership. I'm excited about that. Cody Cook and Ben Seymour with Elliot and Alex off the other side. That's a good 4. I think any team would want those probably in their starting line. And like I said, Ben could have gone National League. But Matt Taylor and Dan Green, they trust us. He trusts us. His agent trusted us. It was to and fro, and it was not going to happen. It was going to happen next week instead of Saturday. But by pushing and pushing and pushing, my phone bill must be horrific this week. And I've had to do it. And, we were hoping for more bodies, but we got Ben, and he's had a massive influence on the game.
Were you ever worried that the game might not go ahead just simply because you didn't have a team, or what the repercussions could have been of that?
I've got to be honest, I was asking in the week, what will we do? I mean, I was registered, and so was Jim start of the season, but we were deregistered. So even though Jim's here today, it might have been bringing his boots at some point. But no, we'd have had to have fielded a team. I was worried when you train with 6 on a Tuesday and 9 on a Thursday. But and I was hoping a few might get over the line, but they're more 2 weeks, these injuries. That's the problem we've got. So, yeah, we've rolled our sleeves up, and I think we deserved it, just edged it. I think the game, they've had a strong second half without, like I say, creating. We've had the better chances in the game. I like Danny, I like the way his team play, and they've bossed a lot of games this season and done very well at it. So you look at Kendall at the top, what a clever player. Everyone's watching him at the moment, and we've kept him quiet. He's made some great movement. I mean, his double movement first half to get in, and some of his runs in behind, but we've kept him quiet. So that's a good achievement from two young centre-backs, by the way, in Zach Delaney and Jordan Dyer. That's brilliant for them.
And you swapped it around as well. You had Dan Ball swapped with Delaney.
Yeah.
What's your thinking with that?
Just tactically, really. I knew he'd want to go in behind. I knew that would be a threat, and I thought if we could just go solid, almost lopsided, with Bawley playing left back and Joe getting on naturally, it'd almost go into a back three at times. And I thought the recovery runs, which you see a lot from Zach Delaney and Jordan, were probably a bit more effective than Dan playing in the middle. And I've got to say, like I said, Dan set up the first goal. He's put some lovely balls down the side, played quite simple. I got to look at him because he's out on his feet. Like I said, after 20 minutes, his groins were in bits. So I don't know if he's going to be able to go again on Tuesday. So I'll be back on the phone, though. I am trying to strengthen it still. I said to you before the game, people talk to me about loans. Without loans, Bath City couldn't trade, and it's as simple as that. And people talk about you have to get young players, local players to sell on and be investment. Well, we've actually done that. We've sold 5 players in my tenure, and we've made over £70,000 have come in, and not a lot of people know that. I don't mind saying it. Has come back into the football club, and by the way, there's a load of sell-ons on some of them as well. So we could still have revenue coming into the football club, and that's a good business model. I enjoy doing that. I enjoy trading. I enjoy the market. I enjoy developing young players along with some of these core players. Yeah, long may that continue, and the club are happy with it. I'm happy with it. We want to be better in the league, of course. We haven't quite got any consistency, but when the back four is changing as much as we've changed this season, it's so difficult. Honestly, it is. But yeah, I'm going to have a beer tonight, or a glass of wine, because that's been a hard week's work, and the boys have got to be ready for Tuesday. We'll have a game plan, and look forward to going to Hampton.
We'll just do a final word on Alex Fletcher. You said about the money you've made in the club. You invested some of it back in Alex Fletcher. It shows how consistent he's been. He started every single league game since you signed him in the last year. He very rarely gets substituted as well. And I think it just his energy and all-round play deserves 2 goals. Not the biggest of players, and he's popped up with 2 headers as well.
His season deserves goals. His work ethic, his attitude to the game. Those Tuesdays and Thursdays, I was watching a game Tuesday, so I wasn't at training. I had to watch a player. Yeah, Thursday night, he always wants to do extras with me afterwards. We practice all types of finishing. And for a small lad, and Ben, they're both really good in the air, actually. And his 2 goals, first one a little bit different. Ben's done brilliant on the byline and stood it up, and to head it back across goal and get some power and generate power is great. And the other one's a nice quick corner from Elliot, and Cody looks like Steve Coppell on the right wing, gets to the byline and stands one up. No one will remember him. Really tricky right winger, and he's got across the near post. What we ask of all our strikers, really, and a great header, really good timing. So I'm really pleased for Alex. He's a good player. We've invested very minimal in him, by the way. It's not been a lot, but what we have done, we know there's a player there that's going to be at Bath City for a long time. If not, I hopefully will push on as well. But as long as he's with us, we'll keep working with him. He'll keep working with us, that's for sure. Yeah, really good acquisition he's been. He deserves those goals today.
He does, and Bath City deserve their win. We'll hopefully add to it on Tuesday night. I think I'll let you get back to your beer, or maybe on the phone to sign a couple more. Well done today.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.